All right, thank you. Charles Busby is here with us. He's running for House Seat 111. Mr. Busby, thank you for coming along here today. Glad to have you on the program.
Hey, JT, thanks for having me.
Well,
appreciate you having us on.
Well, I wanted to give you guys something. I know somebody said, well, we don't get on, you guys don't get down on the coast. I said, it doesn't matter. We need to get the word out. I need people to know what's going on here. And if you need something to use on the campaign, you are welcome to use this and get in the middle of this. I'm excited for you as far as this is concerned. I mean, this seat right here, if Tim Lee could have won it, it would have stopped Billy McCoy from being the Speaker of the House. That is how important this seat is. This seat, District 111, that Brandon Jones currently holds, and he's trying to go around and tell people that he's an independent. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen, Mr. Busby.
Yeah, I hope not a lot of people are buying into that, but yeah, that's exactly the image he's trying to portray. And we're working hard to be sure that his true colors are shown and that he's linked to the Democratic Party that he loves so much.
Do you find it interesting that Brandon Jones has gone negative against you and he didn't against Tim?
Well, I guess he is an incumbent now, and he's got a bit of a voting record, and we got some things that we can point out to people to show how he really feels and how he votes when he's in Jackson. And I guess the only way that he knows how to defend that and derail it is to start taking shots at me. So I guess that's why he's gone negative.
I know he is. He's tried to take some shots at you concerning your company and things like that. But you live in Pascagoula. You work out of Pascagoula. I think is it the way I understand? If I'm incorrect, Mr. Busby, let me know. But I think you have parts of your company. Some of it is in Alabama. Some of it's in Mississippi. I know he's kind of tried to focus on that with you, which is really kind of nonsense, if you ask me.
Right. Yeah. The deal is I'm associated with two companies. Matter of fact, he's gotten one of those wrong. He's mentioned a company called Orion Industrial Services in his ads. Orion Industrial Services doesn't even exist anymore. It's a company that I owned 30% of and divested that last year. And as part of that deal, they were required to change the name. So that company doesn't even exist anymore. And, of course, I'm listed on the Secretary of State's paperwork for that because I am the Mississippi representative for that company. At least I was, not anymore. Now, Orion Engineering is a company that I owned 40% of, and the other 60% of the owners lived in Alabama, and it was we actually incorporated in Alabama, but I run the Mississippi operations. I've since bought another 10% of that company, so I now own 50% of it. And then there's Sirius Technical Services, which is another company that I represent in Mississippi. I own 18% of that company, and the majority of the ownership lives in Alabama, and that's why that company was incorporated in Alabama. I'm very proud of the companies. I'm not going to back away from that. The fact that they're incorporated in Alabama, it is what it is. But we work in Mississippi. We employ 82 Mississippians, and we're having a positive impact on things that are going on here in South Mississippi. And I'm proud of it.
And absolutely, you should be. It's still the point of the matter. Now,
who did he vote for Speaker?
Brandon Jones.
Who was that?
That'd be William J. McCoy.
That
Billy
would
McCoy?
be him, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done there.
Yeah.
You had me at hello.
Mr. Busby, it's just so funny the way that they have to go negative, the way the Democrats try to hide the ball and kind of change the game, and instead of talking about the real issues, the real facts, they go after something as nonsensical as this, that you're part owner of a company that's incorporated in Alabama, yet you live and work in Mississippi. That's just amazing.
Yeah, like I say, unfortunately, I guess I have lived a pretty boring life, and having not colored outside the lines very much, that's one thing that they'll try to hang their hat on and try to make an issue of it. Unfortunately, again, if you go check my criminal background record, you'll find out that I broke the leash law back in the early 80s, but outside of that, I've stayed in the lines.
The leash law? Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm expecting a mail piece on that just any time.
You think so? It's amazing to me, and I know I keep putting this back up here, but this candidate, your opponent, Mr. Jones, Brandon Jones, the Democratic incumbent, who's going around trying to represent himself as an independent. Just like today, Debbie Wasserman Schultz is in the state of Mississippi campaigning for Johnny Dupree. This is a pro-abortionist. She is pro-gun control. She is pro-everything left and socialist that there is. And yet Mr. Dupree tries to hide behind that he supports the personhood initiative, which he may. But to bring someone in here and be a part of that and bring someone in here so left to come in here just to take their money, you're guilty by association. And then, of course, the fact that Brandon Jones voted for Speaker of the House, being Billy McCoy, this one seat could have certainly changed everything for the past 4 years.
He certainly deceived all of the citizens of District 111 when he did that. When he claimed to be a conservative and claimed to be ready to vote conservative when he got to Jackson, he claimed that right up through the election, knowing fully well that he had received $25,864 from VPAC, and that had sealed the deal on who was going to get his vote for Speaker when he got to Jackson, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, let's quit talking about him. Let's talk about your platform for just a second. I think that other part's going to take care of itself. I know you are all about a business-friendly climate, and just from what you've told me, you sound like you're a pretty savvy businessman yourself. And I guess the key to that, I like what you said, is shrinking both taxes and government. I'm all for that.
Yeah, one of the biggest issues we have to business development down here is insurance. We have got to handle this insurance issue. Now, our home builders, our local contractors and carpenters are really suffering. The housing market we know is depressed all across our country, but down here in District 111 along the coast, it is even more so. We are the only place in the continental United States that has to build to 150-mile-per-hour wind code. That is a big, big deal. And then insurance costs is driving everybody to the north. Well, we need to kickstart this thing, and a way I would propose to do that is to work with fellow legislators, try to make them aware of how difficult the situation is down here, and hopefully they would allow me to do this and buy into let's make single-family homes exempt from state sales tax. If we don't do something that's a little out of the box, we're not going to get that state tax anyway. So let's get these things going. Let's get these guys back to work. The local municipalities down here are already showing a willingness to exempt new homes from sewer connection fees and water connection fees. And you know what? I think the attitude is right here to probably exempt some of these houses from an increase in their property taxes, allowing the homeowner to pay property taxes based on what the lot was valued at and not increase the assessed value based on the new dwelling for some period of time, maybe up to about 5 years. Give us a chance to do something long-term with this insurance issue.
Well, we're excited about this for you, and you got a website out there that people can go to if they want to learn a little more?
We do. It's votebusby.com.
All right, vote Busby.
And there is votecharlesbusby.com. Votebusby.com will take you there as well, but votecharlesbusby.com, either one will get you there.
Man, best of luck to you. Folks, if you're out there listening, give them a hand any way you can. Contribution or volunteer or anything that's out there, and let's try to keep one more liberal Democrat out of the House of Representatives. That's what I'm thinking about myself, and that is Mr. Charles Busby, who's running for House Seat 111. That one seat.
I appreciate it, guys. We're going to be working hard till November the 8th, and hopefully we'll be in Jackson come January.
I'm pulling for you, man. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Send him $1.
I think I might.
If everybody listening would send him $1, think about what it'd do right there.